Hello and welcome back to Roguelike Thursdays. Let's see what we got. Angador is a roguelike with focus on getting to the game easily. It features the options to let the hero explore dungeons automatically, even though it's a better option to always have a close look at what the game AI is doing in that mode, just to make sure you're not running headlong into a room full of monsters. I don't understand the point of automation if it's worse than normal play. So we'll see what my opinions are on that. Description. Oh, this is a Google Play game. We might not be able to play it, actually. Let's find out. It might not even be free. But I am curious. Okay, so Angador can be installed on Windows. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so Angador required me to install Google Play on my computer, which took up 3 gigabytes rather than the 2 gigabytes it stated, and then it required me to sign into a Google account in order to play, and that didn't work, and the whole thing was a bit more work and a bit more dodgy, and also didn't work at all. Then I am willing to try to make it work, especially since I don't want to have a thing that I sign into. Steam is bad enough, so yeah, I'm not going to play Angador, it turns out. So we will be trying a different game. The Woods of Torbin, a review. Okay, I guess we can use that. Let's see, what do we have here? Inspired by Ancient Domains of Mystery. I am a fan of that. Let's see if this is playable. So it is on the Internet Archive, Roguelike Archive, impressively. I have yet to find a game that hasn't been on here. Now we're going to have to see if we can get this thing to run. Alright, here we are. Very pretty starting screen. Looks like an old, I guess it's a 3D render. Grass. But I like the color choice. It reminds me of Bliss, which is my desktop wallpaper, as you can probably guess from the XP theme I have going on my computer. Welcome to the Woods of Torbin. Follow the path east from where you start until you pass the lake. There, take the first door south and talk to the wizard there. Okay, until you pass the lake. All right. I can already see. Oh, do we got V keys? No. Okay, appears to be arrow keys. Okay. It's a bit too easy to move twice in a row. So past the lake, head south. Are you sure you want to attack the Grand Mage? No. I'd like to talk. Hey. Oh, no. Welcome to the Woods of Torbin. Please read the license statement contained in the license.txt, which comes with the binary. It's a free game, but you still have to abide the license. Well then, let's check the license. Credit must be given to Konstantin Kostasis and Konstantin Kostasis Chernov. This license cannot be removed if this is distributed. You cannot sell this game without their permission. All images belong to them. You cannot sell this. You cannot independently take out the images. Sure, very reasonable. Basically saying, hey, this is free, but you can't just take it and sell it. So this is a numpad game, it looks like. Ah, alright. Pick up items, open doors, close doors, eat, show equipment, display inventory. Chat is C. Right, okay. So yeah, this is, the control scheme looks like it's identical to Ancient Domains of Mystery. I assume being inspired by the game, they mean heavily inspired. So I will grab my numpad again, and I will get back into it. One moment. Now, Ancient Domains of Mystery is one of my favorite roguelikes. And if you're going to be inspired by a roguelike, Ancient Domains of Mystery is probably a good one to be inspired by. But I'm slightly concerned because Ancient Domains of Mystery might be good in spite of itself. It has a lot of stuff that I think only works by chance, and if you tried to replicate, you might not get it, because it's a very all-over-the-place, messy game. It doesn't have a straight, you start in the dungeon and you move down like a NetHack or a rogue. And it's kind of tricky to figure out where you're going, and there's a lot of things that aren't balanced at all, but it works. And so we'll see how this game does. Maybe it improves upon that and makes it a bit more streamlined. Again, quest systems, I'm not really a fan of that sort of thing in general. Do I want to accept the quest? I'm an orc, apparently. Did I have a choice about that? I think I just started the game. Do I accept the quest? Sure. Go to the dungeon east of the town lake. Usually the cave is hidden from prying eyes, but I will grant you the power to see it. Makes a circle in the air with the staff just in front of my eyes. How it got there is of no importance, but the cave is swarming with disgusting creatures. We have no desire to have any form of contact with by ourselves, even though they're no match for us. The amulet will be hard to spot as it's a similar color to the cave floor, but when you find it, you shouldn't have much trouble figuring out what it is you're holding. Unique triangular shape, small blue gem in the middle, and of shiny silver color. Do not put it on. It's our own, you see, and we wouldn't want filthy urchins like you wearing it. So put a little spell on it to keep anyone from stealing it. If you want to find out what exactly the spell does, go ahead and put it on. Otherwise, you're free to do anything else, which may find the dungeon. Okay? Right. Oops. So... yeah, there's a lot of double moving. Like sometimes you'll see me move up twice fast, and I'm not actually pressing twice. I'm not even holding it down. It just does it. Because I guess I held it down slightly too long. Hello, I'd like to go to the dungeon. No, I guess that's the castle. No, I don't want to attack the guard. I guess this is the dungeon? They did say east of the lake, right? Can I leave, please? Oops, no. Oh, sorry. Wait, there we go. Go away, orc. Okay. Oh. Is that the dungeon there? Hello, flamingo. No, I don't want to attack a flamingo. Squawk! Alright. I will head down the ladder then. The other thing about the Steam version of Ancient Domains Mystery, which is interesting, is it's very mouse controllable. Which I'm not generally a fan of in a roguelike. I think it kind of works there. But I think using one finger to play a roguelike is a great way to get carpal tunnel. Even using like all 10 can be a risk depending on how the game's designed. Like NetHack you saw me playing last time can be pretty risky if you're not careful, because you have to press keys a lot. You hit the gigantic spider for 5 damage. For 0 damage, it hits me for 3. Okay, so I guess I attacked twice in a round. I'm not sure why it's doing it like that. Okay, I've already lost half my health here. Wow. Okay, now Ancient Domains Mystery, I believe if you press Z, no, Shift R. What is the rest command? There doesn't appear to be a rest command, so I guess I'm just going to hold down 5. Oh, you heal very slow. Okay. Do we have repeatable commands at the very least? Well, I think we're going to have problems, this game and I, but we'll see. Do I have a potion perhaps on me? Bubbly green potion and a purple potion. Alright, I'll try a bubbly green potion. Oh, there we go. That healed me all of, like, 4 8 hit points. Really? Oh, that one healed me more. Okay. I guess it's random. Let the spider come to me, and then it dodges me. Oh, I am not strong at all. Okay. Am I using my... Huh. Oh, what did I just do here? That just shows the weight of everything. Okay, so it appears that I have no weapon? Oh no, I have a steel longsword with a plus 15 chance to hit. Okay. I guess it doesn't show in your inventory. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to explore the rest of this floor. Already I'm liking it better than version 3 NetHack, because I can actually see what's going on. So I assume my sword's two-handed right now, so I'll leave that shield alone. Although the movement feels weird. I haven't really run into that before where movement is weird, but it definitely is. Okay. I'm going to drink that healing potion, which did almost nothing. Yeah, it must be random. Now, I think that searching should maybe just be a yes or no, you know? Like, if you fail, then you'll never find anything. One of the big features that Ancient Domains Mystery does is it has quite the extensive leveling up system, which is probably my least... I don't dislike it, but I'm not really a fan of leveling up, I guess, in general. There's clearly something over here. Come on, look at that. But, or I don't like games that rely on that for a feeling of exploration or progression. Progression might be the wrong term, but for the feeling of achievement rather than, you know, learning something yourself. Like, I would rather... I will eat bread wrapped in a leaf. There we go. I would rather gain understanding of the game or come across something that inspires me or is interesting, like, or even just like drink a potion and discover that it's a different kind of potion, typically, rather than get like +3 to some stat. Oh, I see, I discovered that the bread was lembas bread. Okay. So maybe I should eat the large ration instead. Because lembas bread is supposed to keep well, right, in Lord of the Rings. Okay, so I guess there's not really anything on this floor, so down I go. You'd have to advance a lot of the dialogue. It might be hard to tell, but I'm pressing space a lot in order to keep advancing the dialogue. It's not as bad as Rogue in non-automatic mode. Okay, this seems like a bad place to be in. I have 2 purple potions. Okay, good. Okay, we lived. Let's see if this is anything good. No effect, but it's bitter. Okay. Can I name it? So in Ancient Domains of Mystery, when you select item, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. Doesn't seem to be the same here. Yeah, I can't do anything from that screen. As far as I can tell anyways. Ooh, don't mind if I do. And it looked like there was options in the menu to, in the config file in order to let you have auto pickup on. Stuff like that. But well, it doesn't seem like there's enough items for it to really matter right now. Okay. These spiders should be avoided, I think. That's my takeaway. Oh, very sad. Okay. So what happens when I... game just freeze when you die? It doesn't appear to be any button I can press now. Alright, well, I will start a new run. I'll be back in just a moment, I guess. Alright, I'm back. So let's see if talking to the wizard is necessary, or if I can... So it is, okay. So let's talk to our friend here. Yes, I would like to accept the quest. Thank you. Alright, bye. And I guess I can only be an orc. There definitely seems to be potential with this game that... it's a shame it was abandoned 2004, right? Because there's definitely a lot of potential here. Okay, what is that? That looks fancy. Oh, it's 2 creatures standing on top of each other. I thought it was like a Hindu deity orc. Okay. One of the other things I believe Ancient Domains of Mystery does is you get all the gear from the stuff you kill, which did not get from that guy there. So that orc chieftain with all his cool gear didn't get it. I assume these green potions are going to be... So if a green potion is always a healing potion, there's not much point in hiding it, right? One of the main things a lot of roguelikes do is they randomize it, but I suppose that system just hadn't been implemented yet. Okay, pick up that ration. We could grab a bow. Yeah. I'd like to pick up all 7 arrows, please. And do you want to pick up longbow? No. Do you want to pick up arrows? Yes. Do you want to pick up the orc half-demon corpse? No. Not the best inventory management system there. A better one is just to list all the items on the floor and then you can individually select them by pressing, like, it can list them as A, B, C, so there's A for bow, B for arrows, C for demon corpse, and then you just say, I want B and C, or whatever it might be. That looks like something. Alright, can I... select target, press T to shoot. Okay, yeah, so archery, not my favorite system. It's not terrible, you just choose where you shoot, but I just wanted to test it out and see how it worked. It wasn't bad. And you'll notice the game's equipment management depends a lot on what items I pick up in a game. Like if it's a lot of work to test equipment and switch it around, then I'm going to be less likely to pick it. Oh, that thing looks bad. Okay. But I did win. Can I eat... there's a healing potion there. I'll grab that, thank you. I couldn't find the config menu. I didn't look super hard, but I was looking for it while I was setting up the new game. Okay. Why can't I move? Interesting. I can't move at all now. What have I done? Yeah, the game just has stopped working. Okay, so obviously, well, you can see up there, Gamma 1. So it's a lot of crashes, not very stable, and not a huge amount, but a very solid foundation, very solid foundation. It feels good for the most part, and a lot of this stuff is things that you would have improved. Like, obviously the pickup isn't the greatest, and obviously you'd want to have more than just playing as an orc, probably. Or you'd have the potions randomized at the very least. Because you don't have to have a big class and character selection. Rogue doesn't have any, and I actually prefer that, because you just play. I want to play Rogue, you start playing Rogue, right? So, not bad, yeah. I guess I can show a little Ancient Domains of Mystery. Yeah, let's do a tiny bit of Ancient Domains of Mystery. So we'll just close this. Oh, everything started working again when I tried to quit the game. Hang on, we're back. It appears to be directional arrows. Let's see. If I want to shoot... Oh, no, you can shoot anywhere. Okay. Okay. I'd like to... Oh, and now I can suddenly quaff without going to a big inventory screen. But now, this time it isn't. Okay, so that's weird. There's like two different screens going on. My longbow victory is providing victory. And what is this? Very bitter. Okay, so it's the same as well. Grab an arrow. There's probably other arrows under that longbow, but I can't be bothered. It's kind of like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, where it's too much work to... Well, apparently they had an update which really improved the inventory management, but it used to be way too much work to try to move your inventory around. It's just, I'll just freeze to death, you know. Vision in this game is very much, it's just like a very exact square around the guy, which, you know, not actually the worst system. And it does, look, it does have a line of sight calculation, so yeah, no, it's simple but effective. I like it. It might not be as precise as some other games, but those precise ones tend to leave you with a huge amount of blind spots, which make the game hard to look at. It might just be the same things over and over and over again. That chieftain's probably going to kill me, though. Yeah. Alright. And if I press enter here, can I go past, or does the game just actually freeze? What if I click the X? Okay, yeah, it's gone. Alright, now let's look at Ancient Domains of Mystery. So, one of the big things about Ancient Domains of Mystery, a lot of options. Too many options. And most of them don't actually matter. For instance, Candle is just one of the better skills, whereas something like, what is it? I can't remember. Some of these star signs are not very useful. Falcon doesn't look terrible, I guess. But I'm going to grab Candle. Male characters are stronger, female characters are more agile. Let's go male. Now if you play as like a troll, you just can't be beat, basically. That's my opinion. Like if you play as a Chaos Knight troll, which I did one time, you're just invincible. But you can't talk to people, which means you cap out. You just stop being able to play the game after a while. And let's go as a fighter. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So then you can input your points, and you get talents based on your learning, I believe. Let's see. Oh no, it's based on if you have a rounding error, I think, is when you get extra talents. Right. So appearance is actually really important because it resists corruption, which is kind of funny. Get a little bit of that. Let's just go mostly strength and dexterity. A little bit of learning, sure. Use as many as possible, it says, but then you get more talents if you take away your mana, so let's get talents. Okay, did I mess up? Oh no, here's the talents. Okay, so talents, some you can only take when you're first, yeah, level 1, like good looks, because you're born with it, right? So you can't get it later. Such as One of the more interesting ones is long legs, I think, is skilling. I'll be skilled. I would like to be strong legs. There it is. And healthy, why not? So there's a lot of cool skills in this game. A lot of just more basic ones. But some of them are like, you know, you live 30% longer. That one's kind of fun. Because there's creatures that age you, so it can be important. And also, I think I've never beaten the game, so I assume it takes a little while. Long stride. Movement is faster. Let's be healthy. Okay, so we just played a game called the Woods of Torbin, so let's beat Torbin. Torbin's back for revenge. Oh, I should have been an orc. Oh well. Bad stuff happened. Bad stuff got worse. Even more bad. Time to go. Alright, so how the game works is it's the same as do we have V keys? Maybe not right now. Okay, so yeah, you can move by walking around by like this, and we have here the tutorial dungeon, which it's normally the same cave in my experience anyways. And I don't think I normally use a mouse to control the game, but I don't remember what I normally use. So I guess I'll just use numpad for now. Okay, do I normally use arrow keys? No? Alright, we got items lying on the floor. So yeah, this is how you can pick up multiple items at once. You go A, yeah, or A, B, C, just like that. That's a better inventory management system right there. So if you hold down a direction, it gets longer. But I believe if you just shift click, maybe? Control click? Or you can press 0, right? So you can just go, wee. Oh. Yeah, there you go. So this is the paid version, which has this graphical interface. There's also a free version, which looks like the bottom right down here. And you can also switch back and forth by pressing some shortcut somewhere. I guess I'll take everything. Okay. And yeah, I think you can also move just by, yeah, okay. So we should find a missile weapon first. Well, luckily for me, I did just get one. So, no, I don't want to eat. I want to equip. I want to clean my ears. That's not what I meant to do. There's a lot of shortcuts in games like these, right? So you can wipe your face, clean your ears, that sort of thing. I would like a missile weapon to be a longbow, and I would like some missiles to be arrows. There we go. And now, in theory, yeah, it should automatically select the creature, which makes it a lot easier to do. And then if I press T again, I shoot. There we go. And yeah, I think you can actually dodge projectiles because, yeah, time moves. And as you can see, there's not actually enough range there. And I am not very good at this whole thing, I guess. But let's see what this does. Okay, that was a cone of cold item. Which can be useful because if you're wearing armor and you jump in water, you might drown. So in theory, I've never actually done this before, but I don't see why it shouldn't work. Might be a bit dangerous to attack the Minotaur. You can change stance, yeah, if you press Shift T. So you can become a berserker, you can become a coward. I'm not really sure what it adds to the game. I guess if you're having troubles hitting an enemy but you have lots of health, you can switch to berserker mode. Now I am kind of curious. If I stood, say, here, and then I kicked... Aha! Oh, well, I think I killed him from the kick, but I was wondering if I could just push him into the water and make him drown. So when you level up, you can improve skills. So as you saw there, my archery sucks, so I'm going to really put some stuff into archery. And some skills will advance better than others. I believe it's the ones you practiced during that level up, so like first aid is going to improve. Well, I'm not sure about that one, actually. But I'll get a bit of dodge. And I will get a little bit of... You can, like, craft and stuff. I've never done the crafting or farming or anything in this game. Seems too complicated for me. But, I'd also like swimming, yeah. My swimming's actually pretty solid already. But just, it's nice to have in case I accidentally fall in the water. I don't want to drown. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been over here. And I'm discovering all these arrows because I haven't seen that sort of thing before. Auto pickup is one of these options, I believe. Pray, sacrifice, wait, use skill. I haven't played this game in about 2 years because of my injuries. So, my remembering how to play. Ah, okay, so bright light has blinded me. I guess I will Head back just in case. Pray to restore sight. Interesting. Ah, it was a trap. Okay. So let's... I would like to kick open the... Oh, hello. And I like the little figure there. He'll actually change what he's holding and what he's wearing based on what you do, which a lot of roguelikes don't do, even ones that have sprites, which I really like. Paper dolls, I'm a huge fan of. Any game, you add paper dolls to it, it's a better game. Let's see here. Get my archery up a little bit. And 2-weapon combat. Yeah, I believe that's something that I specialize in theory. It's being able to fight with 2 weapons at once. Literacy is really good to have. I probably should have been putting points into that earlier, because that lets you read stuff, like scrolls of magic and whatnot. And how do you do this? If you go Shift B? Yeah, okay, so if you press Shift and then the letter for the thing, that'll tell you what it is. So, Athletics influences your chance to raise a physical attribute. Okay, that seems like something to get early. Oops. So I'll grab some athletics. And then I can get a talent as well. +1 to hit would be nice. Yeah, just get +1 to hit, I think. There we go. But it's a very clean game, very nicely animated. Everything you wear is shown on your character. There's a lot of quality of life. It tells you what you need to press at all times. So it's very easy to use, basically. A heap of wooden sticks. I assume those are arrows. And I will just open this door gently. A lot of cool traps, a lot of cool potions, a lot of cool monsters. The monsters are unique, like they do different things. Like they might aid you, or they might turn you into a chicken or something. Oh, I don't know if they do that, but... Yeah, what is the... Yeah, you know, I've never crossed that water before, so... It's definitely a new experience. Alright. No, I don't actually want to leave. I'd like to go back the other way. I'm curious if you leave through the other border if something happens. And I think you always get a Wand of Cold here, so I don't know why I never clued into that. But I normally skip the tutorial, actually. Because I'd rather just go and play the game. And as a tutorial goes, it's a great tutorial, right? Because it's not heavily tutorializing or anything, it's there. Yes, I'd like to leave the area. It's just there. So there's a big open world. There's towns you can go to, you can get quests in the town, or you can just walk around and you will find out in the wilderness dungeons. So down here is one of the dungeons. Oh, I think it's around here. It's a random map, so it's different, but I think this is a dungeon where you can find like a dragon's brother or something. But the main dungeon in the game, pray for food, or I could just eat food. The main dungeon in the game is right over here somewhere. There it is, right? Is this the... No, this is just a small cave. Okay. There's a Dungeon of Chaos, which is infinite, and then there's the quest dungeons. But I should probably... well, I do not want to fight. The wandering encounters in this game, they're so strong, it's ridiculous. Like, you will lose most of the time. Would not recommend going to them. Alright, so I guess I'll go to the town. And, yeah, if you complete your quest, you get experience, so... Talk to at least 3 important people. And, let's see. Now, I don't remember how to buy stuff, and I don't know. Okay, I have 100, so I can buy, like, 3 things. Okay, thank you. 2, 3, and then he'll block the door, and then I can just do this. And I would like to pay for everything. Very simple system to pay for it. Quality of life and good UI is something that probably, you know, you think it'd be taken for granted in a roguelike, but it really isn't. Alright. No, I do not want to attack this man. I want to talk to him. Alright, so fight the evil sorcerer. Right, that evil sorcerer is actually a difficult fight, but it is doable right off the bat. So that will be a good first quest. And then let's find... I think this child is a notable person. Not this child, then. One of the children has a quest for you, I think. This one. This little girl. Get back here. You. Find her dog. Alright. Dog went into a dark hole. And then let's find the dragon. Dragon. Movements are getting swifter. Okay, so my athletics is paying off, obviously. Yeah, if I jump in the water right now, let's see what happens. Oh, I destroy my scroll. Good. And I start drowning. Yeah, so clearly not made for swimming. Dragon? No, I'm looking for... Well, I guess I can talk to the mayor. Oh, the sheriff. Alright. There's a raider roaming the countryside. Kill him and I'll get your reward. Alright. Kranak. Alright, yeah, so a lot of the quest guys, they're tough to beat. But we will do what we can. And we can sell stuff if we go to a better town. This is just a little village. Like that town down there. But I'm going to go to this little dungeon. Alright. Got some items right off the bat here. What do we have? 2 scrolls. Alright. And we can eat corpses of these creatures. So, you know, I'll stay in good supply here. I'll grab me this thick girdle, and I think I'll wear it as well. Let's see. What would that be? The girdle slot, of course. I was going to say the belt slot or something. Girdle of carrying. Ooh, what was that difference? So 3525. Whoa, it lets me carry like 1,000 extra stones. That is a good... Yeah, the magic items, like I said, cool. There's a lot of them. We've got a couple guys here. You know what it is? I haven't played this game since I bought a keyboard that didn't have a numpad, so I probably was just using the numpad this whole time. Alright, we can improve our literacy this time round. Stealth is nice to have, so I might get a little bit of that. And more of that athletics, I'm a fan. Haggling could be good just to keep prices down. These are goblin stone throwers, so rock throwers, yeah, so they're not going to be too much of a problem. Delicious orc corpse. Don't mind if I do. And I believe eating things like that can increase the chances of falling to chaos. But I've never really had any chaos effects happen to me, so I probably, because I haven't played the game enough, right? And so I probably don't have enough of fear of it as I should. When I played as a Chaos Knight, it happened, but that's kind of par for the course for the Chaos Knight. Okay, just some clothes. Don't think I care. Alright, let's open this door with a little bit of a kick. And delicious bat corpse. Tastes like chicken. Wooden sticks. I guess that's what you get for breaking stuff. Okay, I don't appear to be wearing a cap, so let's see here. Let's put that on, and now you will see. Oh no, I guess you don't wear that one. Okay. Let's see. But if I took off for my sword, you'll see I no longer have the sword in my hand. And it could be that there's an option just not to display hats, so you can see your head. I'm not sure about that one. Nope, not that one. Here we go. Dwarven sausage. Delicious. Alright, and let's put on a cloak as well while I'm at it. Let's see. I already am wearing a light cloak. Okay, so I'll be fine then. I would like to kick open the door, please. Thank you. Take you down. Get that literacy up to the point where I can read eventually. Get that dodge up. Get athletics up. And let's do more stealth, because stealth can be, like I said, it just means creatures will stay sleeping, will stay asleep even as you sneak up on them, so you can get the first strike on them. And what have we here? Oops, this one. Quarterstaff and a rock. Don't really care. I could have a bunch of rocks to throw if I really wanted, because I can carry a lot right now, right? I can carry that orc corpse around even to just have some food on the go, because I have that belt. And now the one thing about Ancient Domains of Mystery is you tend to be a lot stronger than everything you face. So until you face like a strong creature, like a druid or something. So if you like each fight to be a bit more, oops, huh. Well, how about that? If you like each fight to be a bit more even, then now that said, beetles can be really hard to hit, which is a reason why you might want to switch tactics with the beetles. Then a game like Rogue might be better. This game's kind of closer to Tales. It's kind of like halfway between a hack-like and a Moria-like. Or a band-like, I guess they're called. It's like halfway between a band-like and a Moria-like. Sorry, halfway between a band-like and a hack-like. New power. I guess this is a fighter, so I get plus 7%. I don't remember what that means. Bonus from some items, but basically my armor is better. That's what I remember that means. But it's been a while since I've read what all the things do. My literacy is low, clearly. And I will get me... Let's get a bit more of that swimming. You never know when that'll come in handy. That was a bit more archery there. And then... So it's defense value and protection value, possibly? I think one is like damage reduction and one is damage avoidance, possibly. Mechanically inclined, more easily disarms traps. Good learner, get experience faster. Miser, find more gold. I'm kind of low on gold right now, actually. I could do with that. My will is inflexible. I assume that means I was just attacked by chaos, but I did okay. And now this one, resting, is W5. What does that mean? I'm pretty certain there's a rest until healed option somewhere around here. But, you know, I'm just doing a little showing off right now, so... I won't spend too much time in menus. I have to figure that out on my own time. Okay, one of these is me. One of these is a doppelganger. Let me just... Okay. Right, so this is a time when I'm confused, where switching to coward mode gives me a chance to get to cover before I die. Alright, no, I don't want to quit the game. I would like to drink a potion of blood. Carrot juice. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. A healing potion, there we go. Okay. Like, so as I was saying, you know, very hard to die in this game. First aid I could do, but let's see if the gods are feeling good about us right now. And what are they saying? I'm healed to full health by silvery light around me. I'm still confused by this doppelganger. I think I'll stay in... The clay statue is going to be hard to hurt in coward mode. Maybe I'll go berserk for a moment here. There we go. And then we'll switch back to normal. So, yeah, the tactics do have their place, but I think... I don't know. I don't know if they add enough to the game for the future, but it's there, you know. Okay. So that was a close call, and that was a more interesting fight, which I enjoy. Let's do a bit of first aid over here. Did not work. So A is skills. Metallurgy. I can, what? Examine an item? Longsword? You need to identify the longsword first. Okay. So what's an identified item? I have this wand. I do not have enough knowledge to identify them. I do not know what I can do, actually, is to do this. I automatically identify metals. If it's greater or equal to 80, I will check with advantage. If it's 100, I'll get double advantage. I can determine what kind of metal an item is made of. I'm not sure. I guess there's probably some enemies that are, you know, weak to silver and whatnot. So it applied then. And probably give me a clue of what I'm dealing with. Right. So let us not fight a snake. Snakes in Rogue tend to weaken you, which is not nice. Okay, so let's get that first aid up a little bit. A lot, even. And dodging up a bit, too. There we go. Okay, you sense rapidly increasing danger in this place. Alright. Now, one of the things that the game I had just played, the Woods of Torbin, said was that dungeons are persistent, whereas in this game, if you go up and down a floor even, it changes the layout. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. But if you leave and re-enter the dungeon, it changes the layout for a lot of the dungeons. But I think it depends on the dungeon you go into in this game. You saw there, you can dip your item into things. There's a lot of weirder options in here. Like, you could coat your sword in poison or something like that. Give item to a monster. Use a class power. I don't think I have any class powers. yeah, my armor just gives me a +1 right now, basically. Alright, my shield skill's gone up. Now I've been poisoned by this imp, I guess. Yeah, hard to hit things. You might want to be more aggressive even if you're more likely to get hit. Or you want to end a fight fast so you can do a little first aid, which actually worked that time. But now I've been poisoned. Now, I would hopefully assume that the potions I started with were good potions. Okay, that one increased my charisma, I guess. I was hoping for something to cure poison. Maybe you have something. A blanket, a balanced arrow, and okay. So let's do. Now there is a way, to. Oh, jeez, whoops. Rest, but be interrupted would be nice. I'm gonna pray again. Now this can tick off the gods if you pray too often, and then they start punishing you. I have to do stuff for them, and I'm not really. Like, how do you do an offering? Is that a option in here? I don't see it. All right. By the way, this is Ancient Domains of Mystery if you want to buy it. Like, it's free, like I said. But if you want to buy it, get Ancient Domains of Mystery. There's also a sequel to this game called The Caverns of Chaos. It's called Ultimate Ancient Domains of Mystery, Caverns of Chaos. It is an unfinished, abandonware garbage game. Do not get it. Do not get it on the Switch. Do not get it on PC. It doesn't work anywhere. This is the game you want. I wonder if poison just lasts forever. Let's see, can I hover over the poison status effect? It doesn't seem to. Okay. Studded leather armor. What am I wearing? I'm wearing chainmail with negative... Chainmail -1, -3, -3 +5. What does that mean? Oh, there you go. Okay, item note. So I can say, huh? And then my chainmail analysis, huh? But, so I believe the first category is your dodge value. So chainmail gives you lower dodge. But then the next one, it says -3. So is it also making me weaker for some reason? So my chainmail actually making my armor... Okay, so I have 21.8. I look at my inventory. 21.8. Remove chainmail. Yeah. Keep doing it. It's okay. She's stuck in the webs. You've taken off 21.8. And now I'm at 24.3. Okay, so it was giving me +5 to my armor. But it was lowering my protection. Okay, so my defense value is how hard I was to hit. So it made me easier to hit, but it reduced the damage I took, which is protection value. Okay. But then what was the deal with the first set of values? Oh. No, not right now. I'm a little busy. I'm just going to... Right. So let's put on that chainmail again. So the second set of values is the one that we are looking at. So that's -3 dodge, +5 attack. The first set of values is what it does to my attack, I guess? Makes it harder for me to hit, and I do less damage, maybe? I remember there's like a fairly decent manual somewhere. Well, I'm not sure what it means. Wait, go back there. That was interesting. Oh, I know, that was... Never mind. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what it means. I'll probably remember with more play, but... Okay. I'm sure this poison won't last forever, right? Look at all these rocks I'm finding. Where are these coming from? Delicious cave fisher corpse. Oh, okay, it was a poisonous animal. Bunch of rocks. Don't need. Oh, hello. What are you? Oh, look at that. I actually got corrupted by something. I don't think that'll matter just yet. Get out of here. Didn't work. Okay, I'm going to switch to coward mode, and then I'm going to retreat a little bit. And then I am going to... Oh, is that the boss dude? Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Well, how about that? What is the key for that? L. What are you? You're just a necromancer. Okay. So now switch out of coward mode. Switch out of coward mode back to normal mode. And start... Oh, this guy is hard to hit. Necromancer wasn't. Okay, so you... First of all, first aid. Pow. You, I actually probably want to go berserk here. Got him. And then back to normal for these guys. For these zombies. Do a little first aid. Pow. Pow. Shoot that hyena. Get it down. Ooh, steady. Careful. Easy now. Whew. Alright, let's get some more first aid here. And let's get some listening so I don't get snuck up on again like that. And more literacy, of course, is always good. Okay. Oh, and one more. More dodging. Thank you. You lose all sense of hope of getting out of here alive. My health increases. Right. I would like to do first aid. Thank you. Alright. And then... Let's see if that Chaos Brother dropped anything. Not really anything that interesting. What are you? A Hellhound. Creatures might be getting... Well, they did say they were getting stronger on that one thing, right? Let's... Okay. Ground rumbles. Yeah, so the god isn't happy now. Wow, you're hard to hit. Pow, pow, pow. I just went berserk there in case it wasn't obvious what I was doing. Roguelikes can be hard to see from an outsider's perspective what is going on. I will eat that, thank you. And I am still poisoned. Forever poisoned. Skill in swords has gone up. The other thing ADOM does is it always fits on one screen. It might not look like it, but this map down here, you see it's all fitting on one screen, which is how the original game is designed. I don't know if we can zoom out on this little map here that I'm playing on. What is that thing? A corpse fiend. Am I still in... No, I'm in normal mode. Okay. And I believe enemies... Like, you can't empty a floor in Ancient Domains of Mystery. They will just keep spawning in, so... It's best to get moving if you can, but I'm kind of getting, like... Ah. Well, that's a problem. Let's see here. What do we got? Identification scroll. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Tell me about this. You identified all items of that type. Okay, what was it? Scroll of information, warning, and identify. I don't think any of those are going to help me right now. I don't want to be surrounded, so I'm just going to... Ah. Hold on. Try to clear out the stuff behind me. Alright, there we go. As you can see, it's pretty quick to fight multiple enemies all the time. And I believe if I hit tab, I can even cycle through... No, maybe not. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Let's see. Monster memory. Yeah, so you learn more about these things as you fight them, which I think is really cool. Like, the more you kill them, the more you fight them, the more you're like, okay, yeah, they seem to be about this good, they seem to do about this much damage. Slash 'em Extended does it really well, actually, despite its other faults. It has a really cool system where you actually slowly learn their health and damage and everything, and you get a range, so you're like, it does between this much and this much damage, I'm pretty sure. And then you can change it. What are you? Right, you're easier to beat than you, so let's... I die. Okay, good. I can wrap it up there. And then you die, the dungeon spits you back out, and then you get to go look at your... Oh, none of my characters carried over to this computer, I guess. Alright, well, first place then. My first place was my Chaos Demon, I believe, at one point. And did I have anything that would have saved me? So it was Blessed Chainmail. How about that? My longbow was cursed. I'm not sure what the result of that was. I guess I couldn't take it off, basically, is the only thing there. I had a Blessed Tinderbox. I don't know what that would do. Harder... I guess you can't curse them if they're like that. My blanket was cursed. My wand was cursed. Interesting. I had a wand of stunning on me, right? Okay, I should have been checking out my wands. But yeah, that is Ancient Domains of Mystery and the Woods of Torbin. So I guess I will see you on the next Roguelike Thursday. Take care.